Hello my dear friends, it's Yuri Tsvetkov, and today I want to make a video about the putting statistics, putting performance of the last two winners of last two events. It's the Rory McIlroy, who have won the Wells Fargo 2 weeks ago, and Lee, who have won last week on the AT&T Byron Nelson tournaments. And the practical reasons makes this video is that when we you know that I'm trying to use it in my training practice. For example, I have played from the same distances as the Rory McIlroy did. You can find this information here in this video. You see that in the first day he have played, for example, from first putt on the first hole, he have made from distance 16 feet and 4 inches, and he have made 2 putts. And this way we are calculating, we're taking information from the PGA Tour official statistics and of the leaderboard, and this way we combine those figures into one spreadsheet, and after that we can calculate the total distance of all putts, the total distance, I mean that the feet and inches and number of putts, and the total distance in the yards and average distance in the yards. And this way we can calculate the figures for all 4 days, and this has given us the better understanding of his performance, because you can see that in the day 1 and day 3 he have played with the same figures, 30 putts and 30 putts, but we can see that the distance in the day number in third day were the longer, and the average distance certainly were also longer. 4.6 yards against 3.8 yards in the first day. And this way we can make a comparison between the same golfer during different days of the same tournament, and we can make comparison with the other golfers in the different tournaments and with different number of putts, maybe a little bit different conditions of the greens. But from the other side we can find that, for example, in day 2 and day 1 and day 2, Lee had much more better approaching, and in this connection his ball was on the average distance 3.1 and 3.2 yards to the pin only, but in the third day his average distance was 4.1 yards, and the number of the putts were different. In the second day it was 25, in the first day 28, and in the third day 31. Next day, the last day, the fourth one, he have played 28 putts, and his average putting distance was 3.4 yards, and again he have played the same number as in the first day, and a better number than in the third day. And his putting in the last day were even better than in the first day, for example. So this way we are receiving more information about the performance of the best golfers, and when you will try to do it in the practice, you will find that the probability of the distance, and it's even more better to use these figures to put you know that number of your putts from the same distances. Let's say that I have played all 72 holes. Yeah, 72 holes, and my results were in the according relative to the first day, his first day performance from the same distances as Rory McIlroy. He have played 30 putts. I have played 32. For day 2, he have played 28 putts. I have played 31. and in the day 3 he have 30, and I have played from those distances 30 also, and in the last day he have played 92 and I have played 32. So I have made 8 more putts than Rory did during the tournament. Certainly it's understandable that the greens are different and conditions are different and so on. But from the other side, you know that when we are training this short game, we need to find additional motivation to do it. And the best way to motivate us to do it is to find some new game for us. And such a game is highly perfect. Because you see that if we will play the training round somewhere on the course, it will be not so easy. Maybe it will be easy, but you know that we could not, you know, record every part. Because you see that we are playing, and in condition of the playing we are receiving pleasure from the game, and sometimes we have not many reasons to measure our putting performance, and we exactly don't know our putting performance. We don't know what our you know, the useful distances, and we don't know the probability of the first putt from the different distances, and we don't know our first putt proximity. And in this connection, it's much more better to do it as the special game when you are playing against Rory McIlroy, or you are playing against K.H. Lee, or you are playing against other winners. It's very comfortable to do it if you are playing almost every day, or I mean those guys of you who are going to be professional. You can do it, you know, that you can find a winner in this day, the best scoring in this day, and you can play against the different golfers this way. So it's highly useful, because you will have the better understanding of your putting game. And after that, I'm going to do the same with the approaching and the short game, the scrambling, the game around the green, because you see that practical situation for most of us, that 84% of us will still play with the flip impact and not the lag impact. It's need a lot of time, and it's quite difficult to beat a lag impact, and in this connection we certainly need to try to do it, but actually we need to understand that most of us couldn't do it. And this connection, the most reasons to improve results for us is coming not from the approaching, because you see that the flipping impact and the lag impact, they have absolutely different proximity, and the lag impact is twice better in the case of the proximity and accuracy of the approaching. In this connection, you see that if we will spend a lot of time for the swing building, but actually we will have the limitations in our progress in the swings. In this connection, we need to concentrate mostly on the other elements of the game. We need to understand that we will not have a huge greens and regulation percentage. More of our shots will be around the green. And in this case, for us, it's highly important to concentrate on those elements of the game which we can improve seriously. I'm talking about those elements of the game which need not so many skills, physical skills, as the highest level golfers. It's a game around the green, and it's a putting, certainly. When you will try to do it, you will find much more information which is necessary to build your training process very properly and very very useful for your way. So if you are trying, you can use this video to take information about the putting performance of those guys, but maybe it will be better to do it for you from the let's say from the Facebook. If you prefer Facebook, you can find it on my page, which is called, just a second, on my profile, which is called Yuri Tsvetkov All Over the Golf. anywhere you can try to use those words all over the world, and you will find my sources. If you prefer the Twitter, you can find it also in the Twitter. Again, you can find it all over the Gulf, and you will find this information. I need to say that it's not only seriously useful, but it's also highly interesting, because you see that sooner or later your performance will be the same, or maybe even better than those guys who are playing on the highest level. Just some weeks of such a training, and you will have much more better performance in the putting. If you would like, just tell me your email address somewhere in the message in the Facebook or in the Twitter, and I will send you this spreadsheet, or maybe I will send you on the weekly basis, because I'm going to do it for the winners of the tournaments. I'm going to do it on the weekly basis. Now, this connection, you see that all the year you can use it to improve your putting game, and I hope that I will make it also for the approaching game and the game around the green. Thank you very much for your attention. I will be happy to meet with those of you who are very attentive to this subject of the golf statistics, and who are using the golf statistics and golf performance for improving your golf skills. I'm sure that for some level of the game, or for the higher level of the game, it's impossible to build that excellent scoring without the analysis of this performance. Maybe not you, but maybe your overall coach or your caddy. But certainly it's much better to have this information and to use it in your play-by-play, in your play-by-play practice. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good golf. Bye-bye.